All right.
Where's everybody? Everybody quit?
Hey. Pierre Garçon. Any issues with him? I noticed he was not.
Yeah, he left practice early. Had a couple catches and then just had a little soreness in his hamstring. He'll be okay. No.
And I'm sorry because I just walked in. There was someone else to ask you about same related. You had a guy. Go ahead, Jason. Go ahead.
First day in full pads out there. How did it go? Was the contact good but not excessive?
Yeah, I thought so. I haven't had a chance to watch the film, but I thought the tempo was great. We had a couple live sessions, some tackling drills and special teams, and then live sessions there at the end, and some of them look live. We're getting guys on the ground a lot, which shouldn't happen. But overall, I thought the tempo was great. Offense had some good looks. Defense had some good looks. It was all around. You're pretty satisfied as a coach. We're getting a lot from Coach Haslett. Coach Haslett's giving a lot to the offense. So I think overall it's a great learning experience, and the physicality up front is where it needs to be. There's some improvement. Obviously, it needs to be done with certain guys and everybody, for instance. But overall, you got to like the intensity and the pad level.
Any idea about Courtney Bridget? I saw him walking off, shoulder pads off, looked like he was injured.
He's going to go get an MRI on his shoulder, and we'll see where he stands. We don't know the extent of the injury. We'll find out hopefully by the end of the day or tomorrow.
The CBA and the amount of full pads and I guess full-on violent tackling that you're allowed to do, I guess what is your philosophy going into a full pads practice as far as how much you're going to hit and how much you're going to hold back, especially it being day one?
This is the first day. You want to try to take advantage of the days you can have full pads. That's the issue. You're right. There is a limit to how many times you can go. So when you go, you might as well use them. And that's my philosophy. And when we don't have them, we'll stay up and we'll be protective of our guys. And we're not going to go crazy with these full pads and do it every day and do tackling drills. But I think this was a good time to do it. We got a day off tomorrow, so it was good to see some guys tackle, some guys we haven't seen tackle ever, and some guys who had trouble tackling to see if their form tackling is up to par, and some guys with the ball in their hands, see how they do with contact. Because in shorts, you just can't tell when it's live tackling. You get a good feel for some of these young guys, and that's what it's all about. And I think we got a good look at a lot of guys. So, but this will probably be the last time I'll do live tackling for the season. We'll play against New England in practice, and then we'll get into the preseason games, and those games will be the live tackling part of it.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, basically you addressed what I think you addressed what I was going to ask. And that we often hear, don't go to the ground, don't go to the ground, because that's where injuries take place during practice. So how do you strike that balance with these guys? Because they are itching to prove they can make the team. They want to show you they can hit. But during some of these drills, it looked like maybe they were crossing a line there.
Yeah, some of them, yeah, you're right. Some of them were being taken to the ground, and they're trying to get their form tackling, and then they hold on too long, and then another one comes on, and the back falls down. So, I think it's a coach's job, both offensively, defensively, and my job to continue to preach, to try to stay up, because you're right. We don't want people going to the ground unnecessarily. They roll into somebody else who's not expecting it. So our job as coaches, their job as players moving forward is to make sure when we're not going live, we're staying off the ground. It's easier said than done sometimes, but that's what we're trying to do.
Could you give us an update or your thoughts on Morgan Moses, how he's doing so far?
He's doing good. He's playing a lot of left tackle right now. We'll start to switch him over to the right side here shortly. Just trying to get him a good feel for the offense, and his position strength right now is left tackle because that's what he's played the last 2 years at Virginia. Next week we'll start him on the right side, see how he does, and go from there. But I like the way he's developing. I really do. He's big and long, and he's doing a good job. He's starting to understand angles and getting out on the running game and protecting the quarterback. He's doing a better job. He's got a long way to go, but he's getting there. Coach First is doing a good job with him.
Besides the scrimmages with the New England, is this the only time we're going to see the players in full pads today?
Full pad. We might see them in full pads again, but I doubt we'll do any live drills. So I don't mind going full pads, get them used to the full pads, but as far as going live and bringing people to the ground with the physical mentality, that we probably won't do that very often.
Coach, in some of the DB position drills, I saw D. Hall out there. He had a group around him kind of explaining things. What does his veteran presence mean for you and for the team?
It means a lot. He's really taken the veteran leadership role seriously, and he's taken a lot of pride in it. And he's doing a great job not only handling his own business. Number one, he's got to handle his own business and make sure his job is secure. And then number two, as he's performing at a high level, he takes the young guys under his wing and teaches them the game and shows them the ropes. Raheem Morris does a good job with the young guys, but it's good to have a guy who's playing the position to also talk to the young guys. And D. Hall's really, like I said, he's really doing a good job with that role, and hopefully it continues.
Coach, you kept Coach Forster on the staff. Can you just talk about the continuity, with the offensive line, having a guy who's coached these guys and, bringing him back and letting him continue doing what he was doing?
Yeah, continuity is one thing, but being a good coach is another, and he's both. He provides the guys with some stable leadership. The guys know him, they trust him, and also I feel like he's very good at what he does. I've always admired his work being from other teams, and I was very fortunate that he was on this staff where I got the job and was able to retain him. So he does an excellent job with the line. The linemen respect him. I have a lot of respect for him. He works well with Sean, so it was a natural fit.
We haven't seen an announcement, but we have reports that Everett Brown has signed a guy that looked an awful lot like him out there. Can you confirm that? And if so, what's his role going to be?
Yes, we signed him. He's going to be another pass rusher on the edge and play outside backer. He's played 4-3 defensive end. He's played a little outside backer, so we're going to give him a look at outside backer, see how he does.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.